They say it's still out there somewhere, eluding us, alluring us. For many years I've hunted it down, but like so many before, it always slipped through my fingers. The one who got away. Where is it? The question had haunted me for so...
Us.
Sorry?
Us.
Oh. Haunted us for so many years.
Wow, that's a big box.
Thank you, Kim. Since the ancient times, we've been thirsty for the answers.
About pleasure,
Where to find it.
how to achieve it.
But the answers have been lost to time.
Hang on. If the research isn't there, why don't we do it
A
ourselves?
survey that's entirely run by us.
Yes, and we could ask people to give us the questions.
And we'll go find the numbers.
Do you mean data?
We'll go find the data.
And we could go undercover.
I think you mean under the covers. Dr. James 1, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think I am, Dr. James too.
It's time for SexTistics! Let's leave this place. Let's scram. Let's make it like a leaf and scram. Mum, has there been any responses yet to our survey?
Oh, still nothing. And I've been waiting all day.
Maybe our hypothesis wasn't correct. Maybe people don't want good quality sex education after all.
Hang on a minute. Esmé,
What?
you didn't turn it on.
And turning things on is such a talent of mine.
Hello, agents.
Hello, Mr. D.
I've been calling all day. I was getting worried.
Sorry, Esmé forgot to plug it in.
Not a matter. How did you go on your recent mission?
Absolutely wonderful. Over 11,000 responses to our survey and counting.
And how's it looking?
Oh, it's worse than we thought. 69% of people said they didn't receive a good quality sex education.
Sometimes you just can't make these stats up. But people do want to know about good quality sex education.
Yes, 97% of respondents said that they felt sex education should go into adulthood.
Well, this blows the whole case wide open.
Thank you. I have been known for a good blow.
This isn't time for sex jokes. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to look into this further. Where are people getting their sex education from, and where do they want to get it from?
You can count on us.
I thought my joke was funny.
Oh, stop being silly, Esmé. We've got serious work to do. I think we should go to the computer.
Oh, so that one was fine, was it? Right. Sex education levels are critically low. Only 22% of people said they received good sex education at school.
And so people have to learn about it in different ways. 75% learnt from personal experience.
53% learned from friends.
And 63% learnt from books.
Thank God I was educated by the classics.
No matter the age, people don't want to learn about sex education from traditional avenues.
68% of people said they wanted to learn from books, podcasts, or social media, which is just what we intend to do here at SexTistics.
We asked you what you'd like to learn about, and our survey was designed to cover exactly those areas.
And the data is in. We're going to unpack some of what we've learnt, and we'll do so with the help of experts and people with real lived experience.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Dr. James 2?
I think I am Dr. James 1. Time for our first field mission. thank you so much for coming in today and for talking to us about sex education.
Thanks for having me.
We found when we did our survey that 97% of people said that they thought sex education should go into adulthood.
I think it's a really big misconception that it should only be part of school education. They get all this information when they're really young, and some of it they then use 3 months later, some they use a few years later, and then all of a sudden they're in their mid-20s and they go, what was that lesson? How did we talk about it? And also the landscape's really different.
Asking someone out at recess is going to look a lot different than talking to someone in a dating app today.
When people do want to access education as an adult, where can they go?
I actually don't think that necessarily exists in a really easy kind of consumable way. If you're an adult really wanting to kind of broaden your idea of maybe even just working out what you want to know more about, there's a little bit I can feel of real vulnerability for adults to be able to do that. Again, we have a lot of stigma around things like health clinics, particularly minority groups in Australia. That gets very stigmatized as well, that you're going to that space for that, even though they have great resources.
Yeah. Speaking to personal experience, coming to the realization later in life that you may be queer, bi, looking out for sources of how to enter into those relationships sexually, you feel a bit, embarrassed and knowing where to get them, and I'll do a little tutorial on how to use a strap-on.
Exactly, yeah, and I think sex education in schools has come a long way, but I would say it's still in so many spaces not particularly intersectional, it's not particularly inclusive.
Healthy Harold does not teach you how to do anal, and
You mean a giraffe in a van isn't talking about anal sex?
I know, I'm just saying. There's still a bit of a misconception that hovers around when it comes to sex education, that if we just don't address it and we never talk about sex, they won't learn.
Ignorance is not bliss. If you want them to have this great, amazing, fulfilling relationship and be able to have sex in a safe, healthy, pleasurable, positive manner, okay, well then we need education around that. Because when we're not talking about it, it doesn't stop it from happening, but it does stop a lot of people from being able to critically analyse decisions and what's going on and understand exactly what is being agreed to or not agreed to, because they don't have the information. It's okay if you don't know. Like if someone asks you something and you don't know the answer, that's okay. You can name that you don't know, you can say, actually that's a great question, I'm going to look it up. How about we look it up together? I have actually no idea. Let's learn this and not having to pretend like you know everything, because no one knows everything. Or shut down a question because you don't know the answer, so you almost want to shut the conversation down before it continues.
I think, from our perspective and our experience together as mother and daughter, being able to speak to you is one of the things that I credit about keeping me safe and sane. So,
And vice versa, actually.
vice versa.
She's taught me so much.
Are we back to anal sex now?
Yes. And we've come back to anal sex. Why did you let me speak so much about anal to Lauren? That is so embarrassing.
Yes, sometimes it's difficult to shut you up, Esmé.
That is not true at all. It's clear that the biggest barrier when it comes to good sex education is that there's still a stigma when it comes to talking about sex.
Which is ironic, because 49% of our respondents rank talking about sex as a 10 out of 10.
Friends were the most popular person to talk to about sex, and if my group chats ever got leaked, I'm changing identities.
And you might expect romantic partners to be ranked higher, but 28% of people said that they couldn't talk to their partner about their wants and desires.
Family members seem to be the group that people were the least likely to speak to, and this was consistent across all of the age groups that we studied.
Did you know that only 17% of your age group can talk to a parent about sex?
And did you know that only 2% of yours can talk to their parent about sex?
Which makes me really grateful that we have the kind of relationship that we do.
Same goes for you. But I think it's important to remember that this didn't just happen by itself. An open dialogue between parent and child is very, very tricky, and it can take years to cultivate.
And in order for that dialogue to happen, somebody has to take the lead. And I think it helped so that you always spoke your mind very loudly.
Right, so I'm the instigator, right?
Yeah, well, if all the evidence points in that direction, yes. But the thing is, though, conversations need to be a two-way process. It's about listening in a very non-judgmental way.
If we're going to have this conversation, there probably is someone else we need to include.
Definitely.
To Nan's house.
Hello, my princesses.
Oh, come in, darlings.
I learnt about sex from a giraffe in a van.
Okay.
A white van would arrive at the school and a puppet of a giraffe called Harold who would just casually talk about it. It wasn't very good. It was like, if you're gonna have sex, be safe. To be safe, here's a condom. Bye, children. And then you would leave the van.
The giraffe picked a little condom up and showed it to you.
It didn't even show us the condom.
Oh, okay.
There wasn't really much of a discussion about what does safe mean, other than using a condom. Lots of ways to be safe, and like one of those is consent, right? And that was something that wasn't taught.
No.
Our survey showed up that 30% of people said that they didn't feel confident talking about sex with their long-term partner.
If you've been with a partner for a long time, you've been having the same type of sex for donkey's years, you now bring up something new, it makes it sound like you haven't been happy all the way through, and that you're going to upset your partner.
Yeah, that's exactly what a lot of them actually did say in the comments, that they didn't know how to bring things up because they felt that their partner may feel that they've been doing something wrong or something was lacking.
Generally isn't the case. How do you go about opening up conversations? Because I think that seems to be a recurring factor here.
I guess it depends how well you're getting on together in the first place. You know, if you've got a really happy partnership, let's put it that way, perhaps you can, or else you just get a bit tiddled one night, have a few drinks, and then hope that it all passes off. Things haven't changed too much, because going back to my era, one of the books that came out was the Kama Sutra.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I mean, Dad and I, we bought the Kama Sutra, I've got to tell you that.
Did you work your whole way through it? Have you done
Yeah, I mean, obviously, over the years, we bought different books, and we were no different to anybody else. All our friends were the same. Obviously, Lady Chatterley's Lover was one of the big books of the day. But the Kama Sutra was like an encyclopedia, really.
Did you know that the version of the Kama Sutra that many of us know today is actually nothing like the original? The text was written in Sanskrit in the 3rd century CE by the scholar Vatsyayana, and it is a spiritual guide on the art of living well, the art of living with pleasure, whether through music, relationships, food, or even interior design. Of course, it does cover some art of foreplay, even how to include toys into the bedroom. But what happened then? Well, by the 19th century, Europe had become obsessed with smutty novels and the fascination with art that came from the East. In 1883, a man called Sir Richard Burton decided to translate a version of the Kama Sutra, and this is the version that many of us know today. However, he stripped it of its poetry and spiritual teachings and reduced it to just a guide on smutty positions. He then published it through a false publishing house with a culturally appropriated name, and it sold extremely well throughout Europe. Luckily for us, there are more accurate versions of the English translation available today, and these stay true to the original spiritual teachings.
We were asking people in our survey about sex positions that they really enjoyed.
The wheelbarrow. What's the wheelbarrow?
Oh, yeah.
The spinning wheelbarrow, though?
Oh, no, I talk about the spinning wheelbarrow, but I don't know about the spinning top.
But we were sitting there one day and we're going through this list and we got the book out and we're looking at the pictures going, how do they do that?
Spider monkey.
The spider monkey.
You've got to be a little bit gymnastic, I think, for some things.
This is why we all have a gym membership.
Oh, okay. Obviously, when we were younger, people didn't have access to porno, although we did actually access it a few times.
Oh, just a few times.
Just once or twice.
I've got to say, because of that, I'm still quite amazed at what your statistics are saying. The stuff you see on the TV, the stuff you see on the internet, I would have thought people do talk about it. When I was young, it was a case of fumbling in the dark and ending up having a baby very often. That was what it was all about. Nobody knew too much. I've got to tell you, when I found out that my dad wasn't my dad, I went into school the next day, age 11, and told everybody at the convent that my mum had a virgin birth. Because she didn't actually tell me that there was another bloke who was my dad. This is the truth. She's one of 22 children. There was 11 girls and 11 boys. I don't even know if she knew where babies came from. Within a few years of running away from home, she got herself pregnant.
And that's when you were heralded as the second coming of Christ.
Well, I don't know about that.
You were never able to speak to your mum then about
No,
sex?
even when my brother came along when I was 16, I went to work and I just came home and there was the baby.
Oh.
She'd had it at home.
Just during the day?
Yeah, sort of, even then we didn't discuss it.
You just came home and I've got another brother.
We had no sex education from teachers or from my mum. So therefore, it was only from your other girls at school that were a bit older.
Teach you all the fun stuff. Like, you know, you learned all about vibrators from...
From who?
Well, from me. So...
Oh, Susan, was it that late in life then?
Yeah.
Yeah, Esmé
my
bought me my
God.
first vibrator.
Yeah.
Oh, God. My hairdresser got mine first.
Sorry, what? Your hairdresser bought your
Yeah, she got it from me.
You went in to get a haircut and you came out with a vibrator.
She was buzzing with excitement.
Oh, okay.
One of the things that I really do remember from school, you can never wear patent shoes.
Oh, yeah, because they reflect what's under your skirt, up under your knickers.
Wait, so you were taught this as well?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, but the thing was, when I was young, we used to wear black patent shoes on Sundays especially, going to church. I don't think we've ever not talked about sex. If somebody asked you an outright question, I think we would have answered it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But Esmé,
you've
Esmé,
initiated
she
it.
didn't.
You've
I was going to say
initiated
she
it.
didn't ask questions. She just told us all about it.
Yeah, you've initiated it big time.
So it's my big mouth,
Yeah,
essentially.
exactly, yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Who knew about Nan and the nuns? That was going to be a universal experience. The patent shoes.
I know.
Crazy. All this talk about sex is making me thirsty.
I reckon it's probably time for some cocktail therapy.
To the bar!
Well, Dr. James 1, I would say today's mission was a roaring success.
I'd say so too, Dr. James too.
Right on time.
Hello, Mr. D.
How did everything go with today's mission?
Wonderful. Nan used to show her underwear to nuns.
Right. Anyway, are you ready for your next mission?
Absolutely. But first we have to replenish our resources.
Incredible work. I can always count on you.
Thanks, Mr. D.
Thirsty work, isn't it?
I'll get us another bottle. Coming up next time on SexTistics. Containment! Sorry, got too excited.